And now,
breaking news.
Ahoy, the news.
News
from the Weird
Wire.
News from the Weird Wire here this morning. United passenger sues airline for allegedly being forcibly removed from the bathroom. So here you are. I mean, there's some folks that get stressed out when they fly. I get it. It's just, and then that creates other gastrointestinal distress and problem.
Or gastrointestinal.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. What did I say?
You made up a new one.
Ah, true. Sorry about that.
Even doctors are like,
What?
Is that
I didn't even. I missed that one.
new ailment? Had stomach issues.
Gastrointestinal distress. Well, we all know what that means.
On a plane.
Is then,
It's the wrong place to have that problem.
and so here, well, since you're Soroli Lieb. Israel? Oh, well. He alleges what happened to him during a flight between Mexico and Houston. That can't be too long of a flight, is it?
The tunnel might be longer.
According to the Associated Press, Lieb is suing United and the United States Department of Homeland Security, claiming that the flight's pilot broke the bathroom lock while he was still using the facilities. Leading up to the alleged incident, Lieb says he had been in the bathroom for about 20 minutes when a flight attendant awakened his travel companion so that he could check on him. He said he was still finishing up, and about 10 minutes later, the pilot reportedly got involved and allegedly started yelling at him to get out. Get out! The pilot then allegedly broke in, pulled Lieb out while his pants were still down. What? Exposing him to the whole plane. Lieb also alleges that the pilot made insulting remarks about him and his companion being Orthodox Jewish. What? Upon arriving in Houston, Lieb says that he and his companion were arrested by U.S. Customs and Border Protection and missed their connecting flight. They were eventually freed and booked on a flight the next day for free. In a statement to the AP, Customs and Border Protection says CBP officers responded to reports of a disturbance on a flight at the request of the airline. Due to the ongoing litigation, we are unable to provide any other information or comment. United Airlines also decided not to comment. I think they're going to be pretty disappointed with that pilot. I think he was the one causing a problem. Right?
I need to choose my words very delicately here.
Yeah.
The airplane door to a bathroom, I would say, is not the most well insulated from certain sounds and smells.
Sure.
If you're
Yeah.
following.
Yeah, I'm with you.
If Mr. Lieb here was having gastrointestinal distress, I think it would be fairly evident.
Right. No, this pilot snapped, is what happened.
Well, even if you're on the southern end of Mexico, that flight to Houston's
Few hours.
an hour.
Right?
He's been in there for a half hour.
He's been in there half the time, been in flight.
I don't understand how any of this happens.
Right. Well, I'm sure that there are people on the plane that were like, no, man, he wasn't the problem. He was in the bathroom for a while. You can't argue that, and it's not against
The person
law.
in seat 4C next to the bathroom could tell you what was going on in there. I'm sure he knew.
Right. I'm getting away from that.
Ugh.
I think we'll hear more on this story down the road.
I don't want to hear anymore. about gastrointestinal distress on an airplane.
Or whatever I called it. A woman's plan to hold a parking spot without a car doesn't end well.
She's just standing there?
I've seen their YouTube videos where they have people that think they can do that. The lady says, I'm going to call the cops. And he said, go ahead. You don't have a car. A Canadian woman in Winnipeg still tried to do that, according to the news outlet CBC. The woman decided to stand in a parking spot in an effort to save it for a family member who was en route. Meanwhile, a third person pulled up in a vehicle, became upset with the woman who was blocking her spot with her not car. When an ensuing argument did not resolve the situation, the driver decided to just park in the spot anyway, knocking the woman over and trapping her under the car's front tires. That's not funny.
So what you're saying here is people way off the deep end is not just an American issue anymore.
No.
This plague has spread right across the Canadian border.
In the North American continent. The runner over was arrested for assault with a weapon and careless driving, while the ran over suffered lower body injuries. She's in stable condition. So, I got the runner over was a dude, and his wife wasn't with him.
Do we need to change the name of this segment to what once was unheard of
is
now is just commonplace?
Wow, careful there in Winnipeg.
I just like how they worded that. The runner over.
A kangaroo hops through South Carolina after being sprung by a goat.
Huh?
Yeah, the animal kingdom united to help cause chaos in South Carolina. Horry County Police Department reports that it was called to address a kangaroo on the loose. Sharing it in an Instagram post, kangaroo caper wasn't on the bingo card. This weekend's 4th Precinct Patrol Division took part in keeping this pouch potato off the highway, and according to a reunion with his farm family, the post continues, you know how we say, no 2 days in Horry County are the same. Members of the jury were present. Exhibit K. As for now, the hopping marsupial got loose. It was apparently an inside job. A woman who says she owns a kangaroo reports that goats on her farm knocked a door open, allowing it to jump free.
Who has a pet kangaroo in South Carolina?
Yeah, is that legal?
It must be. You'd think the Horry County Police Department would have stepped in if it wasn't.
Does Australia just let you take these kangaroos?
There's a black market for everything.
I don't understand that kangaroo.
I bet you it would take me 3 clicks on Google, and I would be someplace where it'd say, "What's your credit card number? We will send you a kangaroo." Guarantee it.
Are kangaroos legal in America? I don't want to.
See, 2 clicks. J&A exotics.com. Yes, you can buy a kangaroo. It's a breeder in Texas.
Kangaroo ownership is legal with a permit in Washington, Idaho, Nevada, New Mexico, Texas, Illinois, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maine, and New Jersey. All the places in America where you can legally buy a kangaroo. Do you live in the United States? Do you want a pet kangaroo? I don't know. We're red, so I'm assuming maybe perhaps you can't buy a kangaroo.
It's Minnesota. Of course you can't. In case you're curious, $2,500 for a male kangaroo.
You're kidding me.
$4,500 for a female.
Really?
A wallaby is $3,500. An albino wallaby is $4,000.
Do you know where they come from?
Texas. USDA licensed breeder of tame kangaroos and wallabies.
They were indigenous to Australia and New Guinea.
DragonstoneRanch.com. You can buy yourself a kangaroo.
American kangaroo?
USDA licensed.
So nobody's buying Australian or New Guinea kangaroos?
No, I'm sure somebody is. It's probably cheaper.
Yeah.
Told you, 3 clicks, I could find one.
You did. Found a place to buy kangaroos.
Yeah.
In America.
In this world, great.
Can you get an Australian kangaroo? I would imagine you can't, because it has to go through customs, so germs and stuff. I'm sure they just don't allow you to bring in an Australian kangaroo. But now there's...
According to Reddit, which...
they're bright half the time.
Has to be true. You're not supposed to be able to buy one, but yeah, you can.
So can you have a pet kangaroo in Minnesota?
What you told me earlier when I walked in the building for the first time today, you're going to question if Minnesota allows something. Minnesota doesn't allow anything.
True. I wonder if we have a kangaroo at a zoo.
Sheriff Riggs.
Yeah.
Chief Maston, if either of you are listening right now, please send us a text if you would arrest me for owning a Australian kangaroo inside the city limits of Bemidji or Beltrami County.
In Minnesota. Apparently, I learned Wisconsin is one of 3 different states in the country to allow kangaroos as pets. Minnesota, as of the time of writing, does not allow kangaroos as pets.
Stunned.
No kangaroos.
Wisconsin allows fun. Minnesota squashes fun.
You want to bring a kangaroo into our country, in our state? Are you kidding me? That's news from the Weird Wire.